Hello. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. We're going to try this again because I did a 7-minute video talking and I recorded it showing Sasquatch right here. And when I went to edit my video, the only thing that was on there was hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. They cut everything else that I said. So we are on to something. I just want to tell you right now, we are on to something. So I'm going to ask you the question, is Sasquatch real? Is Bigfoot real? You know, they went through a lot of work trying to cover up all the experiences, the stories that have been passed down from generation to generation, all the sightings. They've done their best to try to discredit every single bit of it. That's what they've tried their best to do. There's too many sightings to totally discredit it. It's just like the UFOs that are up there in the sky. It's just like the people who see them. It's just like the people who say they've been abducted by the extraterrestrials. And they share their experiences. And then it's just like you know who wants to come around and squash it, discredit everything about it because they don't want disclosure to happen. Well, I'm telling you this, disclosure needs to happen. I believe that the Sasquatch, which that was their name back in the 1960s until they changed it to Bigfoot, they exist. And there are around 9 million of them spread across the world. There are 9 million, around 9 million, and they have families like you and me. They are very tall. They're human-like figures. They have hair all over their body, but they have like a animal face or something like that. Okay, so I don't know why they had to mute my video after doing that. I don't know why they had to do it. But so that tells me right now that, no, you cannot discredit. Look at all these sightings right here that you can do an image search and you can see that there's too much. There's too much evidence. Too many people have seen. Too many, they try to make this up and stuff. They say it's all a hoax. It's not a hoax. Just like the UFOs. It's not a hoax. It is not a hoax. They say that all the Sasquatch originally originated from the area north of the Black Sea, about 400 miles north of Egypt. That's where they say the Sasquatch originated. And there's more information about the Sasquatch, okay? There is a group of them that live in the western half of North America. And they call themselves the Almas, the Alma people, and they have a language. They can understand English, and why? Because they've been bred as slaves for hard labor underground, and they learned the language. That's all I'm going to say about it. That's it. So what we're talking about is another race of beings that have existed on the earth. They are real, just like the different alien species, extraterrestrial species that they talk about that are up there in the sky, the UFOs and stuff. And there's a lot of areas of the U.S. that are off limits. They say like the waters are contaminated. Stay away from this area. There's always a story, but you know, I think this is part of disclosure. There is a race. There's different races of them, too. The Redhead Giants still exist also. The Redhead Giants. And did you know that this Sasquatch, it has mitochondria DNA, female mitochondria DNA in it. And if I can find it right here. So their genetic makeup is 87% human, nuclear DNA, about 11 to 12% Neanderthal, and Denisovan, I can't say it, nuclear DNA, and 1 to 2% gibbon monkey. And Yeah, that's their genetic makeup. They're almost like us. They really are, except they're a lot taller and they're a lot hairier. Yeah, their shoulders, I heard, are like 4 feet wide. And I don't think they're violent, but there has been a media campaign. Well, see, look at this right here. Ohio professor explains why I think there really is. And, they don't know how, everyone who knows, they don't know how to bring about the disclosure that, hey, we do have, did you know Sasquatch exists? Do you know that Bigfoot exists? They don't know how to bring it out into the open for the people to hear, that we're not the only species that were created. I believe this is very true. There is a Sasquatch crossing. I believe that they are a race of beings that were created, and they do exist, just like the extraterrestrials. And no, I'm not making this off. I have not went off on the deep end. It's just like these UFOs. They exist. They exist. The ships are there, and disclosure is going to come out. And while we're at it, we need to disclose. We need to disclose the existence of this race of beings, Sasquatch, because they have families. They have children, just like we do. They exist. There's too much information out there. There's too much data out there to think otherwise. Just like the UFOs, there's way too much evidence that has been presented. And it's time we need to stop dismissing the existence of Sasquatch and or Bigfoot and the UFOs. We need to stop dismissing it. And really, we need to think outside the box, rethink everything we've been told. Okay? Disclosure is coming. And to what extent, I don't know how far they're going to do their disclosing, but it is coming. Thank you so much. Please give this video a thumbs up, and please put what you have, your ideas, what you think in the comments section. And please be kind with your comments. That's what I ask. Yeah, they're not a myth. They're not a myth. They are real. They are a race of beings. And there's over 9 million of them. Thank you.